doesn't go, I'm a piece of whiskey. Hello and welcome back for the whiskey. My name's Mark and this is another whiskey review. Before I get to that, I want to make some promises for my challenge. First promise, I'm never going to ask you to subscribe. If you want to subscribe, it's entirely up to you. I'm never going to mention it. Second thing, I'm never going to ask you to like any of my videos. If you want to like it, if you want to comment, it's entirely up to you. I might occasionally say, leave a comment below if I feel it's pertinent to the video, but I'm not going to necessarily unduly encourage you. It's up to you. If you want to do that, do that. Engage. I appreciate it. Other thing, I'll never have a YouTube membership. I'm not even anywhere near being monetized for a YouTube channel. I'm miles away from that. I need to hit a minimum of 1,000 subscribers to get anywhere near the first metric for monetization. I need to have 3,000 watch hours in a year. I need to have 3 million short views in a year. Far off goals. Whiskey channels generally, with the exception of a couple, maybe Ralphie, or the Whiskey Boffy as he's now known as, or Whiskey Tribe over in the United States, they've achieved high levels of subscribers, which make them stand out amongst whiskey YouTube channels. A lot of channels have between what I've got and maybe tens of thousands, 20,000 followers. That's about it. It's hard to get followers and interactions on YouTube. I'm not going to ask for that because that's entirely up to you. The way that I'm going to do things is by using affiliate links on my website. As I add new whiskies and update other listings, I'll change the affiliate links. If any of you happen to click on the link and buy a whiskey, it doesn't affect how much you pay. All it does is it gives them, the retailer gives me a little bit of a cut. It's typically 5% thereabouts of whatever the price of the bottle was or the order was, and I get that amount. As it happens, when it comes to affiliate links, I get virtually nothing. Nobody really ever clicks on them. So I'll put the links down. It's entirely up to you if you want to use them, if you want to support the channel by using the links, and any money that I do get go straight into investing into the website to buy a better hosting package, by purchasing some of the various plugins that I can get to actually improve how things work on the site. There's one particular plugin that I really want to get. However, it costs more than this whiskey that I'm going to review now. So, on to the whiskey I want to review now. I forgot a couple of weeks ago, it seems like a Campbeltown whiskey was your popular choice to review. So that's what I'm going to do now. But I'm not going to do any old Campbeltown. I'm actually going to get one that's going to be particularly hard to get hold of unless you visit Campbeltown. So what am I reviewing? Well, it's this bottle here. It's the Kilkerran hand-filled Distillery exclusive. I'll bring it close to the camera there. So I picked this up in September of 2024 when I visited Campbeltown with my friend John. The 16th was the first day that we arrived in Campbeltown. So this was actually sitting on the shelf, and the date meant something to me because it was my visit to Campbeltown. So I picked this particular bottle off the shelf. But you can opt to have these hand-filled from the little demijohn, like it's a plastic, might be acrylic, it might be glass cask that's sitting on the side there. So they do these hand-filled casks, infinity casks, for the Kilkerran, for the Long Row, for the Springbank, and for the Hazelburn. So there's the 4 different types, and they're infinity fills. So what that means is that the exact composition, the exact age is unspecified, but they can tell you what the ABV is. This one happens to sit at 58.1% ABV, but they can't say anything more than that as to how old it is. It's a complete guess what this is in terms of age. It cost me £50 when I bought it. When I've gone online there to check, there's debates as to whether it's £55 up to £65 now for a bottle. They do various sizes. I think they do the 200ml fill, they do a 350ml bottle, and then they do the 700ml bottle. The other thing about the shop, there's one shop for both the Glengyle and the Springbank distilleries. They provide all the different merchandises, things like branded Glencairns, hoodies, and other bits and pieces that you'd expect from a distillery shop. And if you haven't been to Campbeltown, what an incredible place. The distilleries are amazing, as too is Glen Scotia, which I did a distillery tour of when we visited. But we did spend most of our time at and I apologise to forget the name of the bar, I'll put it down here, but the bar, me and my friend John were there, and we did various drams at the Glengyle Springbank bar. So enough of my rabbiting on there. Let's give you a bit more information about this. So I said it is 58.1% ABV. It is, of course, natural colour. It is, of course, non-chill filtered. It is going to be a continuation of different cask types that I believe they're probably bottling. It's whatever left in the cask that isn't enough to fill a bottle will get dumped into the demijohn, and they just keep topping it up and topping it up and topping it up. I opened this a couple of weekends ago, and my friend John opened up his, which was the Springbank bottle. I got the Kilkerran. We also picked up a couple of cage bottles, which John has a little bit left. I've finished mine, but I still have kept back a sample. I might do a review of that sometime in the future if anybody wants to do that. Comments below. So here we go. What is a Springbank hang-filled distillery exclusive like on the nose? Well, it's sweet. I mean, it's sweet. It's peat and smoke, honey and lemon, citrus fruits in general. It's quite floral. It's very inviting. It's just like, I think the best descriptor I can use is beautiful. It is a beautiful, beautiful nose. I mean, I'm getting chamomile, maybe lemongrass, touch of sage. As you can tell, it's quite vegetal, quite herbaceous. It's very candied, let's say. And this is a one-off because other than the bottles that were poured or filled before they really refilled the Infinity Bottle, the blend will be completely different to this. So this is a unique one-off. But it is, oh, that is really nice. But on the palate, cheers. That's both sweet and sour. You're getting the sweetness of the honey, touch of caramel, touch of fruit juices coming through there. It's salty. There's a touch of maritime influence going on. It sounds a bit cliched, but the sensation of the salt with that smoke, it's like a storm in a teacup. I can't really describe it any more than that. It's just like, it's just awesome. Just awesome, awesome, awesome. It's got sherbet fizz to it. It's tingling. The alcohol is very well blended in here. It's not got sharp alcohol flavour. It's not a simple whiskey. There's many layers going on. It's golden syrup. There's bitterness coming through, bit of oak, tannin. This is a really good whiskey to taste. That smoke. It's smoky on the nose. It's earthy peat with lingering smoke ribbons intertwined throughout all those flavour notes. It's heavily peated. It comes across heavily smoked, but it's not an in-your-face like an Ardbeg. It's more toned down than that, but it's pitched at just such a wonderful level. Water. Bottle. Better dropper. So what we've got there. I ain't going to do this Ralphie style. What does that say? I need my glasses. That's half a mil. So that was 1 mil. Swirly, swirly. I can't expect this is going to change much. Leave that for a moment. I'm getting more maritime influence there. Salty, sea spray. A bit of that Campbeltown funk, which is, it's a kind of, I've had problems trying to describe this in the past. It's kind of a damp smell from a well, it's a damp oak smell, a damp wood smell, a bit of petrichor, salt, sea spray, seaweed, and that's coming out with this in spades. Before I put water in, the Campbeltown character wasn't really showing. A drop of water, and that's just jumping out as a Campbeltown. As it is now, I would have thought that this was a Glen Scotia. I'd have said you've poured me maybe a Cask 7th edition of maybe the 15-year-old. Maybe you've poured me a Victoriana. The smoke has died off a bit, but that character of Campbeltown is coming through massively now on the palate. Sweet, salty, savoury, umami, spicy, just a little bit of pepper spice. It's a delicious whiskey, this. I mean, I can't fault in it. The peat and the smoke are just there. It's undoubtedly peated whiskey, but it doesn't really smack you around the head. It doesn't go, I'm a peated whiskey. It's like, yeah, it's just well balanced. It's lovely, absolutely lovely. And again, had I not known that this was a Kilkerran, I'd have gone, oh wow, that's an amazing Glen Scotia. That is incredible whiskey. Well, there we go. I've rolled on now for 19 minutes. So yeah, Campbeltown. Thank you very much for those people who asked for it, and laters.